Another one.
Will the demand for testers decrease in the future? I read that the trend is that developers will gradually take over the work of testers and testers will no longer be needed because of AI and ready made test cases or frameworks. I'm not sure if that's true. If I want to work in QA, which areas are stable? I don't mind learning. I just want stability. Could you give me some insight, some market insight? Thank you. Well, of course I can. And has anyone switched from being a developer to a tester or vice versa? What's your reasoning for switching? So, I play a developer on YouTube. Anyhow, let's get to this question. Let's start our timer. So, see, the demand for testers, that is a tough question because when test, all right, so we're going to break this down tomorrow as well, or at least part of it tomorrow about manual testing and stuff like that. If you want to be a manual tester, then there will be no demand for testers, right? That demand will significantly decrease because already they outsource testers to foreign countries. It's outsourced, right? Whether it's South America, whether it's India, wherever, right? Now, if you are one of the premier QA engineers where you can like write code, use Docker, do some type of integrate CI/CD pipelines, maybe use Terraform, all this different type of stuff. Like so many different type of things. If you can do that, then and only then you will have then your demand does not decrease because that means that you are innovative. You're able to adapt to the times. See, and that's the thing. People always wonder, oh, is AI going to take over this? Is AI going to take over that? The question is, are you able to adapt? Are you able to adapt? If not, then you're gonna go the way of the horse and buggy. You might just be a spectacle at some place where you have to pay a bunch of money to get a ride on a horse and buggy. Now it's more like a treat instead of the way things are. You have to be innovative. A lot of people they like to we just have to stay this way. We have to stay this way. We have to stay this way. And I'm like, no, you have to grow. It's all about growth. So, for instance, I am a QA engineer, and I know how to code. I've done mobile development. Which you guys have seen in the mornings. I've done like Node.js development. I've done some stuff in Java. I've done stuff in Python, Terraform, infrastructure, all that type of stuff. And why do I do that stuff? Is it just for fun? It is fun, but I don't do it for fun. I do it because I want to have the skills that I need to be dynamic. I don't want to stay stagnant and then look around and I see other people are passing me by. And I'm just like sitting there pouting. And I'm like,
I hate it here. I want to go home.
that's not a winning strategy for me. So I'm always and all those things that I learn, it makes me better in QA. Because I'm able to think, okay, because now I'm able if I can understand what the software engineers are saying, I can have these conversations like, okay, did you do this? Did you think about that? And sometimes I'm able to help them resolve issues because I'm not a one-trick pony. I'm not a one-trick pony. So if you want to find out the areas of QA that are stable, you have to look at, okay, what is the new technology that's being introduced? So AI is being introduced. Well, is AI going to take over QA? Maybe certain parts of it, but not the parts that I'm interested in because I'm always growing with the trends, never staying stagnant. What are the growing industries? Do you think that NVIDIA, when they're building these AI chips and stuff, do they have QA engineers? Is it just like a fully automated process that nobody checks what's going on? When they're building software, do you think OpenAI has QA engineers? Do you think Google Gemini has QA engineers? See, it's not. It's like people are always so worried about, oh, is this going to replace that? No, let's just adapt to where the trends are going. That's always my mindset. For me, I'm always interested in being one of the first people to try out new software, try out new technology. And even then, I'm still behind because like I'll see your car and I'll see like a Mitch like, oh, like, are you familiar with this? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I never heard of that. And I get mad at myself because why do I not know of this? I'm like, if I can just like touch it and see how it works, and then like now I have it in the back of my mind, like, okay, if I know this tool does this, I can adapt to it. And I can use it. I remember when Amazon Q chatbot for business first came out. I was like, oh, let's try this out. And we were live. We were setting it up, configuring it, trying to connect to the Slack, trying to connect to whatever else I can connect it to see how it worked. Sometimes we're not successful, but I remember the other day we tried to do the Netflix safe test, and that wasn't it didn't work the way that we thought that it should. But I like to be one of the first people to try to figure things out. I like to be a pioneer. I remember Don's Chaos Camp. He had an AI challenge, and we were doing that for a while. How many people here have connected to the OpenAI API to make requests? Interact with the OpenAI API, like to see, to see what kind of response. What can you do with it? What can you build with AI? It's so many different opportunities, but a lot of times we just want to sit and wait and hope somebody hands us something and beg for a chance. I don't believe in giving chances. I believe in showing that you can do the work. And sometimes you have to find strategies to do it, but that is my thought. Nothing is given, everything is earned.
Yo, living in this chaos, I can see it clear. People slacking off, yo, I can feel the fear. Trying to make it big, but they just playing games. While I'm busting my ass, they just chasing fame. What's the point of grinding if you don't hold it down? Hear me out, we gotta get it right. No more lazy walks, we gotta reignite. Rise above the noise, push through the pain. Don't let the streets slip, let's break those chains. Got my eyes on the prize, but it's looking real grim. When you ask for the truth, they pretend it's a whim. Success ain't a joke, man, it's blood, sweat, and tears. So why you out here fronting, drowning in your fears? We all want the glory, but do we want the grind? Hear me out, we gotta get it right. No more lazy walks, we gotta reignite. Rise above the noise, push through the pain. Don't let the streets slip, let's break those chains. So step up, don't fall back, let's do what's true. If we really want it, it starts with me and you. Yo, living in this chaos, I can see it clear. People slacking off, yo, I can feel the fear. Trying to make it big, but they just playing games. While I'm busting my ass, they just chasing fame. What's the point of grinding if you don't hold it down? Hear me out, we gotta get it right. No more lazy walks, we gotta reignite. Rise above the noise, push through the pain. Don't let the streets slip, let's break those chains. But let's break those chains. Let's break those chains. Let's break those chains. Let's break those chains. Got my eyes on the prize, but it's looking real grim. When you ask for the truth, they pretend it's a whim. Success ain't a joke, man, it's blood, sweat, and tears. So why you out here fronting, drowning in your fears? We all want the glory, but do we want the grind? We want the glory, but do we want the grind? Yeah. So step up, don't fall back, let's do what's true. If we really want it, it starts with me and you. Yeah. So step up, don't fall back, let's do what's true. If we really want it.